Hi, I'm Philip Huang, and my Precedent 2 project is on Burnham's 1909 Plan of Chicago. The Burnham Plan of Chicago was an urban project that was undertaken by Daniel Burnham, his partner Edward Bennett, and the Commercial Club of Chicago. He was determined and ambitious in his efforts to successfully remodel the industrial city of Chicago, which was rapidly increasing in population. He wanted to undertake this project in order to improve the living conditions of the city. Popularly known as the 1909 Plan of Chicago, there were six main objectives to this project, consisting of improving the lakefront, developing a new regional highway system, improving the railway systems, creating new outer parks, arranging the organization of the streets, and constructing civic and cultural centers. These physical elements linked with Burnham's ideal approach to urban planning were comprehensive, systematic, and regional. The renovation of the city began in 1906 and still somewhat continues today as the city is constantly changing in order to improve the living standards of the residents. The most important aspect that was incorporated in the new urban planning was the newly proposed Civic Center. The Civic Center, composed of the Field Museum of Natural History, new residence for the Art Institute of Chicago, and the Carrera Library. I believe that through the construction of these new structures, the city was able to expand and connect individuals into a common place where individuals could interact with one another. However, there was one downside to this plan as there was no discussion of housing improvements. During this time period, it was typical of early planners to disregard and neglect housing as an issue. Before the Burnham Plan was issued, the development and expansion of Chicago was at its peak. Therefore, I believe that this project was a necessary push in order to expand the city of Chicago. Without any of these renovations, the city would not have been one of the most inhabited cities as it is today. This urban development relates to Louis Kahn's idea that if everyone agreed on improving one certain aspect of something, it would be improved, because, in the same way, many architects and planners had the same general idea to improve the urban city of Chicago. With the same intent in mind, Burnham and Bennett created this extravagant plan in order to help connect the city more effectively through a series of small projects. The early 1900s were a period of time when the city was rapidly growing and expanding, which meant that improvements in the city's social and physical aspects were necessary. The Burnham Plan was a large, crucial project that was highly beneficial in the structured organization and expansion of the city.